Well, good afternoon and welcome to another week of surviving the Indie Sandbox. Today we'll be playing Salem, and the aim is to basically convert the endless ramblings of mine into some sort of coherent and meaningful dialogue, explaining about the games and generally reacting to the situation. As a little bit of a background, I'm also going to turn the map blocker off because, well, I've got no audience, so it serves no purpose at the moment. The next thing is that Salem in the next week, maybe two, is going to get a big update. I think everyone's looking forward to that, to see what the heck's going off. That'll be interesting. I know it's mainly centered around PvP, so won't affect me at the moment. And looky there, we got us raided. We've been raided, people. I'm not quite sure. They didn't do much. All they did was take the dried water. Okay. The drying frame, which is pretty meaningless. Oh well, I'm sure they enjoyed themselves. Just gonna... No, you're not gonna let me do that, are you? You're really not gonna let me do that. Okay. Oh, well, didn't want it anyway. So, first things first, let's get the fires up and running again. For that, we're going to need some space. So let's empty some of our inventory out into our grass bags. If we've in fact got any space in the grass bags. Which we don't. Cool. Right. A little bit of back and forth, but we can live with that. So, the aim for today is to eat. Eat like there is no tomorrow. We're going to glut up and raise our stats. These are our stats here: blood, phlegm, yellow bile, black bile. Basically, blood is your combat, your phlegm is your energy, and the yellow bile is, I think, the best way to depict it would be perhaps as courage, and your black bile, which is pretty much your brain power. So if you want to learn something, you need to use up black power, black bile. So today we've got our phlegm and our blood up pretty high, so we need to concentrate on the yellow bile, which will make combat, which is we're aiming to be a hunter, is somewhat important. We're gonna work on that as much as we can. Also, we're gonna do a little light bit of haute couture today. We just need to make some items to help us out with our day-to-day tasks. These things, artifacts and artifice. Things like buttons and brooches. For example, this one gives us defense. The feathered brooch gives us we don't know what. Same with the seashell ones. I do wish they would tell us things. Here we go. Rustic stuffing. +2 productivity, +1 combat defense, +5 weaving. Okay. And pockets. Ooh. I could do with a pocket, to be honest. What do we need to create that? Okay. Okay, we can do that. We can actually do that. Now, where did I put that? We haven't got any snake skin. Of course we haven't. Okay. Beadwork. Well, we're not going to do a lot of mining. And the ragged hem, we're not going to do a lot of. Okay. So we definitely need to make a pocket or two. The rustic stuffing wouldn't be at all bad. We're going to be looking for the fur patch again, wouldn't be at all bad. We're not really going to be able to make any of that. We're unlikely to be able to make any of that. And if we ever get any bones, then we'll make some of these. Okay, so pocket and rustic stuffing. Okay. Or we might actually just go for the rough-hewn fur patch. Either way, we're going to need snakeskin, which is the most easily obtainable of these three dried hides here. Okay. We could also probably do with some extra equipment. Maybe a coat. Maybe some pants. Maybe another shirt. So, not boots. Capes and cloaks. Coats. Frontier's Dustman. Oh, snakeskin's coat. Not going to happen. We've got a hat. How about pants? Ooh, brown pants. Nope. Jute pants. I could make some pants. Shirts and vests. I could make a... Okay. I think what we're going to do is we're going to use up some of this that we have currently in our inventory. Now, this stuff is charred. If we wash it in water, hey presto, it becomes jute. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and craft. Well, where does that go? Does that go there? Oh, we're naked. We're only half naked now. Let's not be naked. Okay. Not the best idea we've ever had. So we're going to go for the pants as well. Clearly. Okay. So, as per normal, we go for branches and leaves, so we can make the fire starter. So we can start the fire. Okay. And let's go down to the south where we know there's lots of trees we can use for gathering of the leaves. Frogs. I do like frogs. But we're going to have to do a little bit of work before we can start with that. We need to get the fires going. We need to get the leaves. Okay. Okay. You. Okay. I'm just going to drop you. I'm going to make you. I'm going to pick you up. Now, what do you mean? You mean we can learn quite a bit of pretty much anything. But the one we're really going for at the moment is, of course, big game hunting, which it doesn't really help towards, and skinning, which it doesn't really help towards, and rights of the Englishman, which it would help towards law and law, so we're going to study that. Thank you very much. Now then, let's go and see if we can start a fire, shall we? Go. Just being a little reluctant at the moment. Well, it's glowing, so I think we have a fire. Okay. If I take that out of there, can I now take it? Yes, I can. And I need to take it because I need to fill it up with water. Okay. And then we'll put some birch bark in there. Not that we're going to drying frame any longer. We shall build one of those in a moment. After the last one was cut down by whoever. But we need to get the other fire going. Oh, look at that, another one. So we will study that. And we will learn. Increase our law. Cool. Okay. So the thing to concentrate on next is just gonna take you and I'll come back for that other milkweed in a minute because we would like to make some pants. We would really like to make pants at this stage. Okay. Okay, can we eat that please? And obviously we need to eat this as well. And then we shall continue picking leaves here. Wow, we're getting a lot of leaves. Okay. have a little look. What have we got in there? I would appreciate some snake skin, but I'll take the grub. Okay. Let's have a little look. We're gonna raid the berry bush, obviously, because we need to be able to use things, and to do that we need to eat our way to glory. Okay. That was sadly not what we were looking for. Let's have a little look on the mini-map and see what we can see. Not a great deal. Okay. Didn't there used to be a... I think someone's been doing some spring cleaning, because there used to be a lean-to there. We'll pick that because we're going to need to make that into food shortly. And now we'll have a little walk up north when we get a chance. And see what is occurring up north. Nope, I can just eat that one. Okay, cool. But what we need to do also is put you in there. So chop a couple of blocks as well while we're here. It seems rude not to use the log while we have it here. Okay. Thank you. Cool. Okay. Let's have a look at building another drying frame after somebody vandalized our last one. Okay. 1, 2. So we need a lot more milkweed. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll build another one where possible. Here? Nope. How about there? Nope. Okay. Doesn't look very good. Didn't think so. There? Thank you. Okay. Let's just get rid of that. We need 4 more. What can we do with that? Not a great deal. Okay. That's good for eating. That's not so good for gluttony, so we're going to eat that. That's good for yellow though, so we're going to keep that around, aren't we? Okay. So, don't need you right now. We need jute, we need milkweed, we need snake skin, and we need cobwebs. So let's go hunting for those. Perhaps I should have gone a bit north, but hey, I knew that you were there. This is a big abandoned place. I am going to take that. I've got to really. You don't come across them very often. So, that we've looked at a couple of times. There's nothing really there we want to go stealing. Or, as I like to call it, redistribution of the wealth. There are some boxes I could take, but let's be honest, I would just prefer to actually make them myself. It's just easier that way. I need the skills anyway. Carpentry and joinery. And looky there, there's another hut. Appeared out of nowhere. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look at you while I'm here. Nope, okay. And you. Huh. And we'll take you as well while we're at it. And another one, look. I think tomorrow we're going to go for another walk because we're getting quite crowded around here now. I mean, I had pretty much planned on it, but that's just confirmed it. There's just far too much competition for the resources around here. I may have to head a little bit exploratory up north as well now. It's not a bad thing. Just not exactly what I had planned in my brain, but you know. What we have planned and what we can do are always two different things. Yeah, if I remember rightly, you had a... Huh. Beginning to think I'm not alone. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Down here for the arrowhead. Now let's make that inspiration. Okay, we've got 2 slots, so we're going to need to do this carefully. Okay, let's go and troll the shoreline for some food. Lovely. Okay. Nothing there. Loads of beavers. Let's turn swimming on. And let's just get over there, shall we? Okay. What's happening here? Can we... What's happening is nothing. All of a sudden, thank you. There we go. And you're not doing a great deal either. Let's put some more logs on there. Okay, let them start drying. Right, let's get them blocks. Thank you. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and rescue my cup of tea from oblivion. Just 1 second, please. Tea, drink of the gods. Right. There's a clay pot we're going to miss. We have to find somewhere with a clay pit next time we move. Okay. I'll take you because I'm just that person. What does that give us, just out of interest? Anything? Not a great deal. Let's go search all the hidden places. But we do need this. That's what we're looking for. Right. Now, snake skins would be nice. As they would allow us to make a coat. Once the fires are adequately stoked up, then we've got our pants. Yay, pants. Oh, there we go. So we'll have a look. Snakeskin. Give me the snakeskin. Ooh, come on. Snakeskin? Nope. Alrighty then. And next we're gonna have to... Yeah, we'll do that as well. Are we here? We're going to need to strategize about gluttony, because we need to we need to work out which food we need to make and what we need to get that food. I'm just going to take one. If I'm not going to find anything around here, I might go just pick up a couple of mushrooms. They're always nice to have. It does look like we've now back to where we've done the full circuit. Okay. See, this place is looking really empty of resources. There's a lot of wildlife, but that's about it. I think tomorrow we shall move. If you are actually watching, you're probably already well aware Twitch chat does not seem to be working today. Hello, little froggy. I'm just going to take you. So I'm afraid any questions you want to ask will have to wait until Twitch get their service sorted out. All reports is that all services from Twitch chat are in fact not working. Well done, Twitch. Okay. I'm going to have a lot of fibers in a minute, which is good. That's beginning to heat up. Lovely. Alrighty then. Put you in there. You in there. Open. Now, so let's talk food. What do we need really? On the berry side, not a great deal. We have no access to corn, no access to fish fillets. So we're pretty much restricted to shellfish. For the fungus, shrooms on a stick is where we're going to go. Cool. That's good. Okay. Interesting. Shrooms on a stick. Shrooms on a stick. Nuts. Wow. Okay. Shrooms on a stick. That's also very good. And chestnuts. So, shrooms on a stick, chestnuts. Shrooms on a stick. And what's the other one? Chestnuts. Okay. Wonder what they're like. Never done roasted hickory nuts. Can't do that. Pumpkins we can't really do a lot of. Shellfish. Okay. Roasted crab meat. So, crabs it is. Bugs, slugs, and everything else. Ooh, froggetti. In fact, I believe we can do that right now. I am using a fire. There you go. Craft. So, another frog. And grub. Okay. Right, so crabs, frogs, grubs, mushrooms, chestnuts. Sorted. Okay. Let's go for a more, we know the chestnuts are going to be down there, or we can try this patch of more autumnal biodome? Not biodome, biome up here. Nice little oyster, but there's not a lot we can do with it at the moment. We're going to go all the way up into this red part up here. Don't need it, but it's always useful. Okay. I would like to get down now. Here's the mushroom. Where's the mushroom? Let's have a look on the ground. Mushroom. There we go. Okay. It's a little... some chestnuts. Let's open the logs. Yes, exactly what we're after. Okay. Okay, so mushrooms. Urgh. I would really have liked a somewhere around here. It's a mushroom. Anyone see it? Yes. There. And there's another one there next to a deer. Okay. Oh, that won't bother me if I don't bother it. I'm a little south of it. Let's try over here. Hello, mushroom. Mushroom. Okay. Well, that was a lot more successful than I was hoping for. Cool. This way, this way. Okay. You're telling me I can learn something. What is it that I can actually learn at the moment? Oh, gardening. Okay. And it's not the direction we particularly want to take our character in right now, so we'll ignore that. Is there anything there? I can do religion here. Okay. Not a lot of use for religion at the moment. It's nothing personal, religion. It's not you. It's me. Okay. And And let's make some roast chestnuts. Nuts. Okay. Craft. Yeah, I am using the fire. Okay. Let's go and have a look in the pots and see what's occurring. Right, you need to go there. You're not ready yet. Excuse me. Okay. Why have I got an oak with? I suppose it'll come handy later on. Choices, choices. It is quite difficult, I'm afraid. Wow, that would really get my hunting and hide working up. I'd never realised that. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's just study you. Okay. I mean, faith and wisdom and all that. Oh, I can take foam, I can take flowers and berries. But with sugar and spice, could I get anything better in the cooking? Could I get anything better? See, it's the perennials that are missing. How about joinery and fishery? Again, all that. Hill climbing. Don't need it. Fried food. Fried foods. Sugars and spice. Okay. We'll take that. Oh, that gives us formal education. That with that. But you see, for formal education, I can make... I'm getting distracted again. With formal education... I can get that all the way up, really, with a little bit of the old crucifix. I don't want to get distracted, but I always end up doing. So, right. One quick whittling table. One quick whittling table. And pointy sticks, please. Yes, alright, thank you. I have to be dead on. Give me the faith and wisdom. Yeah, okay. And then see, that doesn't really give me that much as well. I just need a little bit to push me over. A little bit of faith and wisdom, just not a lot. By the way, we're out of pretty much everything, so let's just eat. We can... I'm sure we could make a little simple toy. A little simple toy. There we go. No, I don't want to waste that. How about you? Any faith and wisdom? No, none really whatsoever. If that's stuffed bunny, what are you? Birch bark origami. Huh. Useful. Straw man, 5 grass. There we go. 5 grass. We need to find 5 grass. Not got space for it, clearly. Go there. You need to go there. Okay, by the time I come back, everything should be good. Right. Let's be honest. I need to make that coat. Well, no, I need to make the pants. For that I need 3 of those, which I'm going to get, which means I can pick up 1 thing. Gee willikers. Okay. I now get to sit down and watch the fire. Marvellous. This is going to be exciting. See how you trousers, they're pretty much the same, aren't they? And then we need to make a coat. We'll keep away from the coat. How about the capes and the cloaks and the things? Yeah, that's not going to happen. Alrighty then. You, on the other hand, cool. Almost done. Oh, you're done. Cool. You're nowhere near done. Okay. The jute pants would come in very useful right now. Oh, poop. Right. Bangers, I cannot keep a coherent thought in my brain for less than 2 seconds. I just can't eat you by itself, can I? But I can throw you away because you're next to useless. Okay. While we're waiting, we'll just do a bit of washing. Watch pot never boils. How are we doing for logs? Okay. Couple more logs would not go amiss. Okay, cool. Two. So once I make the pants, that gives me some space in my inventory, which will allow me then to go forth and gather the grass to make the toy, to increase the faith and wisdom. To get my formal education. Which will allow me to use... Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, come here. Boom. 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 Let's craft some pants. Okay. Let's take that off. Put that on. Put that on. Look at me, Ma! Now you see, if you mouse over these things have slots. This is what we're after. We're going to try and fill these slots with useful things. Such as a pocket here, which will give us the extra space in our inventory. Why are you doing that? Stop that, thank you. Don't ever do that again, please. Have I got space anywhere for that, or can I just get rid of it full stop? I think we can get rid of that full stop. Okay. My old brown coat. There you go. Right. Back north. We got our chestnuts, we need shrooms. And we need the grass. Shrooms and grass. Okay. Shrooms and grass. Sounds like a good party. There's our straw man that we need the 5 grass for. Thank you. Now, I'm probably, at the moment, I'm not using the default client from Salem, merely because I have used the alternative clients before and they are slightly better, not by much, but they are slightly better. At the moment I'm using one called Enders, but I'm probably for tomorrow going to switch to one whose name I can never pronounce because I'm not good at pronouncing anything ever. And it is lots of salt, nice. It is very useful for and a grub. Let me have that grub, thank you. For when you want to construct things where you need a level playing field, as it were. Gonna eat that. Where's that bug gone? Hello, little bug. Where are you, bug? There you are. Now, what I'm really after is the mushrooms. But I haven't got space, so I'm going to have to pick up the grass. Great. Oh, look at that. There's another Indian feather there. So I need to grass. Not keep getting distracted every 2 minutes. Oh, look at that. Really? Exactly what I don't need. Right. So let's craft that. Okay. And then we're going to use that. And then we're going to take formal education. We can finally read the writing. So what does that give us? It gives us absolutely nothing in the terms of actually useful items to build or anything like that, but what it does mean is we can learn faster. So if you use multiple inspirations, they get progressively worse each time you use the next one. That rate is slowed down. No, I need mushrooms. I need mushrooms. I need mushrooms. Focus, 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 focus. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Ooh, I could take stocks and cultivar. Mushroom, 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 mushroom. Just a second after we've eaten all the berries. Really? Oh, that's annoying. Right, eat that. Pick that up. Okay. I think we're going to have to do a mini cloak because we just can't. What do you do? What do you do? For Rights of an Englishman, we've got everything we need except the cloak and the dagger. And it's slight cloak and dagger. So if I take that, and then for the cloak and dagger, it would be I could do that. Or I could do a collection maybe. Yes, there we go. That would work, wouldn't it? We're going to study you. We're going to then take you. Please don't find anything interesting in here. Oh, you did, didn't you? Right. I'm going to have to... Unless... No. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so I've got to eat that. Okay. Please, no more. I can only take so much. Okay. Oh, I need the chestnut. I can't do it right now. I can pick up a grass. I can pick up the chestnut, and then all I've got to do is get a leaf. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put those in there, along with probably that. So we've now got 2 of these. So we now need a leaf. Just the one. Okay. And then we're going to go hunting for some grass. Again. I remember seeing some down here. About halfway through today's session, and we're nowhere near on target, which is about right for every single game session ever. Okay, gonna pick that. Thank you very much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Craft. Study. Increase that. Study. Study. And there we go. We're getting there for Rights of an Englishman. Well above it for big game hunting, but it's Rights of an Englishman we want right now. So once more into the breach, dear friends. Once more. Can't do that because we haven't got anything. Okay. That's an arrowhead. We can immediately use that to make so now we now have our last Oh no, we're going to need 2 more, aren't we, for Rights of an Englishman? Okay. There's a berry bush with my name on it. Pick berries. Okay, and then we've got to go back and find the stuff we dropped off. Okay. Obviously we need to study that. And then when we get a chance we're gonna... I think that one's already been picked over. Need you. Need you. Need you. Don't really need you, but we're gonna keep you around anyway. What are we looking for? We are looking for food. Right, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back this way. Can we get up there? Yes, we can. Cool. Let's just go this way a minute. That was that. Okay. Ah, cool, we can do it. Okay. Right, we need to find the frog, so we can make another froggetti. And we need to make lots more mushrooms. Okay. Since we used all the ones that we had. Okay. You need to go there, you're there. You're good. You're all good. Okay. Right, what was it that we were left to make on the clothing department? Ah, that was it. We were going to make that pocket, weren't we? And for the pocket we needed fibre. Let's see if... Put you there. If we twine you, there we go. We have ourselves a pocket. Cool. Right, so with this we apply it to... Pick it up, right click on the jacket. There we go, a 7% chance. And did it work? Broken slot. No, it didn't work. Cool. Okay. Let's twine that. Let's create another pocket. Can we put it in there? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Can only be slotted into pants, so we need to make more pants. So we need to find more bark. Okay. So, food. Frogs and crabs. Okay, frogs and crabs. I remember there being some frogs around here somewhere. And we'd need some of the jute still. Where did those frogs go? Here, froggy, froggy, froggy. Come on, little froggy. Go away, I don't need you. Okay. See, now I need them, they've all gone. We're gonna eat some berries while we're here. Okay. Knew we had some frogs around here. Where were they? Oh, okay. That's what that is. Okay, you I need anyway. Okay. So, mushroom hunting we go. Okay, eat. That's the other one, come on. Gonna eat that. Okay. Oh! Now that one is quite dangerous. That's really poisonous. So let's put this lot in the into cock. Yep. And once it's finished cooking, that looks like that twine's done. least one of the twines is done. Open. Right. Mushroom, mushroom. Okay. So what are we getting? We're missing a frog, a crab, and some sticks eventually. Okay. Okay, we're just going to have to go south. It's as simple as that. I'll follow the shoreline. And I hope we're going to find some crabs. Crabs. Need crabs. Concentrate crabs. Crabs and a frog. Frogs and some crabs would be nice. It's the problem with this game, there's so much shiny. Wander around and ooh, that's shiny, that. And next thing you know, you've got your pockets full of various bits and pieces which you think, well, I can use those in 2 or 3 years' time. See, I didn't need that snail. I really didn't need that snail. Come on. What I need is frogs and crabs. Aha! And I only need the one. And here he is. Thank you. Now, do I have the right thing for Froggetti? Yes, I have the snail. I have one of those that's burnt. Right, so if I can now find some crabs, it will be good. By the way, if the blue gets down to 0 while you're swimming, adios, you drown. Just a little warning. Can I thank you? That was so sweet of you. Thank you. Right. No, 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 go, there you go. Not sure why there's such delay on those climbing graphics. They used to be there, and they used to work very well. But all of a sudden they're no longer there, and it's causing that pausing. Maybe it's the client. We will find out when we use the next client, which hopefully will be tomorrow, if I remember to do it. Okay. This is going to take a little time. Okay. Oh, there we go. Look. One Froggetti. Excellent. Okay, let's get some birch bark. Um, all this stuff here which I can use, but ooh. What can I make? See, I'm off on the shiny again. What can I make that will pump up the perennial philosophy? Is there anything at all? Yes, and that's never going to happen. Okay. 35. Really? Yeah, I know. Okay. See, that would do it beautifully, but we just don't have charcoal. I don't know. Again, no charcoal. I have nothing here which can help me. Okay. You don't do anything, do you? I'm pretty sure you don't do either. There is that, and that is about it. Okay. Right, we're going to concentrate on the food now. Give me a branch. Because we need to make shrooms on a stick. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, craft. And the other mushrooms. 1, 2. That's slightly annoying. Okay. We do seem to be getting a little bit of lag today, don't we? No, not much. Just a little bit. Okay. Let's have another branch. And then we craft. Is there anything else we need to take while we're here? Nope, okay. You two are almost done. You're nowhere near being done. Right. I would prefer you. Okay. So we're gonna get 2 more mushrooms in a bit, but I think what we are going to do is we're gonna glut now. And just get on with it. Huh. Roasted chestnuts were wrong. Wow. That is so annoying. Right, okay. We don't need red. We don't really need red. Everything's red, look, apart from the froggetti. Do that. We're gonna glut. We're gonna eat you. Ooh, that got a bit of yellow. Okay. Yoop. Wow. I might be able to do it. And I did. So we got nothing that we were looking for. But we will only be fed up for a little while. So we can glut again as soon as we want. Try bark. Twine. Okay. Any more dried bark? Nope, only needs still to dry. So we need to go bark hunting now. And then we're going to do some... Oh, we need you. We always need you. Can I have some bark, please? No, I can't. I must already have stripped that some time ago. How about you? Yes. Yes. And just for good measure, a little bit more. Now what would be good if we could actually gather some food, so when we do the fighting with the crickets, we can survive. Well, heck yes, we'll have some of that. then we'll get round to making some new pants in a minute. Until then, time to get some stone. Let's get stoned. So now we're collecting stone so we can start going hunting crickets. Okay. And we'll also be on the lookout for, obviously, the arrowhead. So we can make another one of the Indian bracelets. So we can try to get the, excuse me. Ooh, yes, the cloak and dagger up. Right, give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back. Alright, let's go and kill some of the local wildlife, shall we? Okay. First of all, let's find the local wildlife. I'm gonna head up north. I'm tired of going down south. I've seen too much of the south. Oh, and that's a good choice, because there's the crickets. Okay. And then we stomp, 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 stomp. Why are you not stomping? Thank you. Well, that took a bit. Well, that didn't work the way it worked last time, shall we say. Great. Marvellous. We run out of yellow bile on that first attack. And this is why I wanted to increase the yellow bile as fast as possible. So now I get to run away from the cricket for half an hour until it gives up chasing me. I wasn't paying attention. Come on, little cricket, it's time to move on with your life. Come on. It was a regrettable incident, I'll agree, but I think we can all get past it. Thank you. Let's take a little bit of that. And this is why yellow bile is so important, because in combat it's your main thing. Pick up and eat. It's not going to give me much, but that's better than nothing. That's going to give me quite a bit more though. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay. Just wait until you're finished. And just stop moving. There we go. Now let's go and eat some mushrooms in triumph. Well, what to do? That was quick. Okay, let's try the next one. Wow. Alrighty then. No stone, really? Okay. That's what we're looking for. Nice bit of rock. And that's a kiln. Somebody's planning some sort of major construction, because that's a kiln. That's two of them. But they are quite old. Anything inside them? Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay, let's eat up. Oh, you're flint, okay. Just chip a little bit more. And that way, if we do find another one on the way back to the on the way back, we can make use of it and kill it. Come on. And oh, look at the time, 10 minutes to go. Right, okay, so we better get back. And check on our belongings before we do the long journey tomorrow. Well, I say long, we're going to go southeast again, let's face it. Can we just, you know... Yes, we can. Cool. Wow. Somewhat spectacularly successful. Let's try that. No, it's not try. Yeah, we can try that again. There we go. Waiting. Okay. No, okay, let's go. No! Gee, thanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why am I counting? Well, if we go to inspirations and we go to, I think it's this one here. This is not what I'm looking for. Oh, poop. There. That's the fella. I need 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. One more to go. And then I can make a cricket team. Now these sell really well. And that's pretty much all they're worth. Alright, yes, they do marvellous amounts of flora and fauna, if I remember rightly. Yep, flora and fauna. Some hard working and well, they are quite useful. But we need the money. Just one more. Come on, come on, come on. How can you be? There's a cricket there. I can see it. I can see it already. There's some. Oh, I had no rock. Best laid plans of mice and men. I've got 10 minutes. Hurry, 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 hurry. Does this guy? No, let's not get distracted. Come on, bit of rock. That's all we need. Might not be able to get down there. Okay. Ah. Okay, chip some stone. We're going to take 2 just in case. There's a cricket on the move down there. There's plenty of that. We're going to go up there. Let's not get overly ambitious. Okay. There's one. Ah, you see this? Oh, all these huts. You. Hello, Mr. Cricket. Okay. Try and time it right so it can go. No! Thank you. Whew! Right, cricket team, craft. Yay! Okay, and then we can go to Providence in a bit. After we have made some pants. And tried to sew the pocket into the pants. Okay. Wow. Okay. Dried and dried. Twine. Twine. Craft. Okay. And I'm going to try and patch those. Please. Broken slot. Marvellous. Okay. Okay. Well, it was worth the effort. Worth a try, should I say. You're not done. What about you? You're not done. Okay. You two are. We'll have you. And you're not done. Okay. So now we need to put things back. I hate this bit. I don't know why it works like this. But it does take 5 minutes just to get anything into the damn lean-to. Thank you. And you? Yep, you're full as well. Okay. Cool. All right. I think we're going to make a quick journey to Providence. Say hello to everyone. Hello. There we go. Oh, look at that. Actual people. Ooh. Spot that leg. It never used to be like this. I'm not convinced it's the game either. It might just be my setup. I'll be the first to admit. Yay! Okay. Now, what can I... Well, obviously nails are what we want. We will at some point want the writ of homesteading. And that's pretty much about that.